Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another smartphone office video. People are getting off of dating apps. People are getting off of dating apps. Now, this ain't just something I'm just saying because I know I've been talking against dating apps. I said get out there in the real world. But, anybody who follows me know I also got a business channel. RomWills Money Matters. If you're interested, it's in the description box. I got about a lot of links in the description box, but you can find it or you can look up RomWills Money Matters. Besides that, I was looking at stuff and you get all these people being laid off of jobs, but there was a major dating app. I think it was Bumble, and they were talking about laying people off, and I've heard they've been laying people off the other ones, and I'm gonna tell you what. The main reason is people ain't getting anything off of it, particularly some young people. Now, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm not surprised, because first of all, I've been saying it, and really stats have proven this. It's mostly men on those things anyway. It's a damn near sausage party. If you got 9 men and one woman, well, shoot. Yeah, she gonna choose whoever she gonna choose. A man's gonna have problems. And you got all these guys talking about, well, you do this and that's the way of the future. Apparently it's not. Dudes are getting off of there. They're not having success. I've said it numerous times. The thing you can do is get out there and talk to women. Because, see, here's the problem with a dating app. All right, first of all, you got to have the right picture. Then you got to swipe on the right one. Then you got to have a woman that's want to meet you. Now, that'll work for maybe a few people, but maybe let's be real, because I know there's always somebody that come on and say, well, I met somebody. Okay, that's you. The majority of people ain't meeting anybody. The majority of men and women really ain't meeting anybody. They having trouble on there, no matter what dating app they getting on. You're just one person. Because, like I said, let me go on a tangent real quick. No matter what I talk about, somebody said, well, not me. Well, no, okay, you're an exception, maybe. No matter what I talk about. Yeah, but are you talking about everybody else? If you ever notice, I never say Rom. I'm always like what I'm seeing out here in the streets. I'm called the field master for a reason. All right? And shoot, you can look that up yourself. These dating apps, if they laying off people, that means that people ain't joining. People ain't making any money. Companies lay off people when they not making money. We ain't going to get into that political thing either. See, here's the thing though. That's not really helping a lot of dudes, especially a lot of younger dudes. They ain't meeting that fine woman. First of all, the fine women, they don't have to get on those dating apps. The really attractive ones, the real attractive ones that a lot of guys are chasing after, they don't have to get on one. Because like I said in my office video yesterday, shoot, they just step outside. They can walk down the street. They ain't worried about it. Or they can find some venue or something where there's going to be some men looking for them. Or even if they looking for a man with money, they know where to go. They ain't going to be online. And contrary to popular belief, a lot of very beautiful women are not on any other social media. They don't have like TikToks or IGs or whatever. Trust me. I've talked to quite a few. They ain't even on there. The only ones on there are the ones they like that attention and they getting something out of it. But you'd be surprised. The best way is still what it always been. Get out here and meet somebody in your social circle, in the streets, whatever. Those things ain't working for people. In fact, I've even heard some commenters talk about it. I can't remember who it was exactly. But even if you meet somebody, even if y'all both swipe right, the most you might get is a coffee date. And then you still got some catfish out there and everything. It's not good. It's not helping any people. They getting off of the dating apps. You can't use that. Now, if you use that as a supplement, like you still meeting people out, but you just happen to have a dating app and you happen to be somebody who's good at it, you might have the right level of attractiveness or something. You might be able to meet somebody. But see, that's only a small percentage of men who can actually do well on a dating app. Small percentage. But the average man, most men, they are better off just being real friendly to that woman that they see at the local grocery store. Hell, they actually, even though I'm against trying to holler at women on your jobs, you better just being friendly on your job or something, wherever a woman can meet you. And plus, it's actually better in the real world anyway. Because there was somebody, some reel I came across on IG, and the dude was talking about all these so-called chads who are having trouble on dating apps, and he was talking about their pictures. I'm going to tell you what, a dating app anyway, you might as well get a professional photographer. You got to have the right pictures. There's so much there. Meanwhile, and that's just off a picture. Meanwhile, if you out in the streets, you meet somebody, that woman, she can see all your nonverbal stuff. She can see your height right there. She might be in a position, she can hear your voice. She can smell you. She can see your posture. She can see whatever. You can talk to her right there, and it's a different vibe right there. Or it's a different vibe if she meeting you, or she run into you in a grocery store or something. Or it's a different vibe, you at a yoga studio or something. It's a different vibe, you meet somebody at the gym or something like that. It's actually better. It's actually better. Like if you use online dating as a supplement and just throwing yourself out there, okay, that's one thing. But see, you got some dudes, they thinking, oh, that's it. And of course, you got some content creators say, oh, that's the latest thing. Well, no, it might be good for them. But let's be real. A lot of dudes ain't making it. Let's just keep it a buck. A lot of dudes, they not getting anything online. I still remember years ago when this one woman, she catfished a whole bunch of people, had them meeting up in New York off of her. And they ain't even talk to her. I'm like, man, please. Please. That was some jacked up stuff. And then just catfishing, period. Catfishing, period. Shoot, that was a major TV show. Dudes thinking they talking to somebody. In fact, there was this one dude. He actually supposedly hooked up with this woman in China. He went over to China. She wasn't there for him. There were some people that were nice to him and took care of him, made sure he got back. But that was totally jacked up. Dude. The best way for a man to meet a woman is out here in the real world. And see, they finding out on these dating apps, the shit just ain't working for them. The shit ain't working for the majority of people. I'm quite sure it's working for somebody. I'm quite sure it is. I even maybe know a couple people it's working for. But see, they at a higher level. They some serious players. They know what to say and all that stuff. But other than that, it ain't going to work for most people. It ain't going to work for it. And they getting off of here. And you don't have to believe me. Look that shit up. Look that shit up. All you have to do is hit the search engine. Hit the search engine right here on YouTube. You'll find it yourself. And so this is, and I'm going to tell you what. I've been saying that. I've been saying, hey, get off of there. You still need to know it. Because, there was some guys, they come at me. It's like, oh, it's you old. It's just dating apps now. Who's talking now, motherfucker? Who is talking now? Sure. I mean, come on now. If I saw that, I wasn't even looking hard for it. You got these dating apps laying off people because they ain't getting any people on there. And it's always been mostly men anyway. Because the women ain't messing with it. Best way to meet women is still, I'm gonna tell you what, and this might be another video. Best way to meet women is getting to the point you might have to just be introduced to them. It's getting back there. Yeah, it's seriously, it's getting back there because women, they acting funky. And shoot, a lot of dudes, they scared to talk to the women anyway. Shoot. I mean, it's a trip. But the dating apps, I'm like, ain't really working with people. And I'm gonna tell you what. Even then, and I ain't mentioned this before, because let me shout out my nephew, Offie Kingdom. I remember one time he said to me, hey, why don't we try out these dating apps just to see what's up? And I actually tried out Bumble. Actually, I had talked to quite a few young ladies. If I was serious about it, probably could have did well on it. But still, it's still not the same thing. I'm going to tell you what. Meeting somebody in person, there's a lot of little things you can see. Trust me, it's a different vibe. Like, you get women talking about your height. Like, I'll use myself. There's been plenty of people who like met me, and they always say you're taller. But they probably couldn't tell that from a picture. Or you more muscular. They probably couldn't tell that from a picture. Pictures are tough. But then when they talking with me, they right there in front of me. They can smell me. They gotta look up. It's a whole different vibe. See, what every man should do is be to the point he can meet a woman anywhere. He should practice his conversation. Make sure he's smelling right. Make sure he's going to places where there's going to probably be some women at. Paying attention. And really, some dudes will be like, wherever. I'm going to tell you what. Because I did a video, recorded a video. It's not going to be shown till next week. But one of the things I said in it was, you can meet a woman any place. You can talk to them any place. Shoot. I can step outside my door and talk to some women. You can, no matter where you go. You just got to be prepared. You just got to be prepared with that conversation. Because, yeah, there's just so much with it. And shoot, let's just be real with it. And then I've heard this come back. A couple dudes have told me this. You get some women on those dating apps, they just playing around anyway. Like I said earlier about the whole catfish thing. They just playing around. They ain't serious. They ain't serious because they know they got a bunch of thirsty ass men on there. And I'm going to tell you what, like I said, you do get a few men who are able to do well. Okay, that's a few. But is it worth the money? Meanwhile, I know some dudes got multiple women and they ain't spending money like that. Shoot, the women spending money on them. Oh, that's another thing too. Y'all always get some dude like that money thing. You know what? Let me just say this. This is a little tangent because somebody had commented on a video where I was talking about the women having money. They were talking about them. Like I always say, don't talk about yourself on here. When I talk on here, I'm talking about the greater crowd, not the exceptions. I'm talking about the rules, no matter what I talk about. Because really, if I were to talk about, okay, like if I talked about just myself, my shit ain't just like everybody else's. I ain't complaining like a lot of people out here. Shit. You just meet whoever, all right? Shit. Whatever. I ain't even gonna get into it. I ain't gonna get into some stuff. But here's the thing. You can't really trust that. If you're gonna be out here, you're gonna be in the game. You need to be. You need to be. If you're online, okay, but then you need to be the type who can talk to a woman at the grocery store. You gotta be the type who you can be in line with the woman. I remember years ago, I forgot, it was in a grocery store, and this woman let me get in front of her. And then she just started rubbing my back. I was like, that was out in public. She was just rubbing my back. She's doing a good job too. But that's how you gotta be. You can meet them whatever. Shoot, I remember just taking my car in to get fixed. It was this nice woman working in there. I was like, good Lord, yeah, girl. Hey. But anyway, I'm going to tell you what. People getting off of there. They ain't getting it. I'm going to tell you what. Dudes need to get into what that old style of game. Get offline and all of that. Figure out what you can do. If you step outside, you gotta figure out. You gotta get it within you to talk to women. You gotta get it within you to approach them. For those looking for choosing signals, recognize choosing signals. You still gotta approach them either way. Being able to have a conversation. What I always say. Be able to say hi to 3 women a day, and as I always say, just hi. You don't have to try to get with them or anything. Just be able to interact, because that's it. That's what it come down to. All right, seriously, because the whole dating app thing, that's going out. Like I said, you don't have to believe me. Go look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Don't believe me. Go look it up. Like I always say, go look it up for yourself. All right. So anyway, though. That's all I have for today. And I'll get back with you. Maybe I'll do a card. I think I can do a card video tomorrow morning. Like I said, I got some other stuff. But like one of my commenters said, they more about the information. Like my serious supporters are more about the information. I could probably be sitting in my bedroom or something, giving some stuff, as long as I'm giving the information. Those are real ride or dies right there. So anyway, that's all I have for today. I'll get back with y'all. Peace.